Here's today's virtual warm-up. We're gonna start off with what we call the 81 squats, inspired by Gray Institute, or the ready state. And it's a great way to get your feet, ankles, hips through different planes of motion, different angles, and kind of work some things out. So I'm gonna take our model here, Harry, and we're gonna go, just to kind of show you, we're not gonna do all 81, we'll do about 27 reps though, so get ready. We're gonna go about your normal squat width, about a little wider than shoulders width apart. We're gonna go toes forward, and he's gonna hit 3 squats, but for the sake of time, just hit 1. After that, we're gonna take it to a sumo, keeping the toes forward. And again, he's gonna do 1, even though you're gonna do 3. Then I want him to bring his feet completely together, toes straight, and then go down as far as you can. And we're not worried about depth as much as like where you're just kind of opening some things up in those ankles and feet. So now that we've kind of hit that whole plane, I want you to get into your normal squat width, but this time get into kind of a lunge archetype, left foot in front, maybe go toe to heel. And he's gonna hit 1, you're doing 3. Now I want you to go wide, that same lunge type. And now I want you to go feet together with that same lunge type. And just kind of wrap it all up, let's go ahead and switch that lunge archetype. We're gonna go right in front of the left, his normal width, wide, and then together. So now we're gonna go back to the top, just to keep challenging the feet and ankles. We're gonna go your normal squat width, and we're gonna go toes out at about 30 degrees. Same thing, you're gonna sit down for 3, you got 1. Now let's go sumo, and let's go feet together, toes are still out. Now we got the lunges, so go keep those toes out 30 degrees, right foot's forward. He's gonna go sumo, and he's gonna go kind of what we call pistol squat. And then he can switch that lunge archetype. Real quick, just show all those. Just normal width, super wide width, and then super narrow. And last but not least, we're gonna turn the feet in 30 degrees. So by turning the feet in, we're really not gonna get far down, but we wanna emphasize kind of squeezing those glutes all the way up into extension, standing up tall, squeezing the butts on our way up, because it's a good way to get some internal rotation of the femur. It's probably every NFL player is lacking. So here we go. So he's gonna hit 3, a normal width. He's gonna go to sumo, and then he's gonna go feet together. And then we're gonna go through those same lunge archetypes, left and right. So go left foot out front, we're still going toe to heel. You notice he's not getting that deep, but we're actually moving some stuff around. You'll feel pretty good after this. It's a great warm up. It's a little bit of a burn. And go ahead and switch that last lunge. Good, so now that we got through that, it'll be 81 total reps. We're gonna do some iso lunge holds. So I'm gonna have you facing me, and I want you to just step out left foot, or with your left foot, and get in a deep lunge, and hold it, knee off the ground, and we're gonna go 5 seconds. And when I want you to come out of that, I want you to push yourself back. So go ahead, 5 seconds. We'll say that was done. Now step the opposite leg, and we're gonna hold 5 seconds. Say that 5 seconds, good. Come closer to me a little bit. And now I'm gonna have you step back with your left leg, and we're gonna hold that for 5 seconds. And when we're off the ground, the big emphasis is we're gonna squeeze this back glute. So this is the left leg. Once you go ahead and step back forward, and then go right leg. So this, when it's whatever leg is back, now it's his right leg, you just squeeze that back glute. We're gonna open all this up and get some isometrics involved. Come on, step on out. So next, we have the push-up variation. And it's similar to that squat where we're gonna take different angles, but we're not doing a full push-up, we're just working the scapula. So Harry, I'm gonna take you, let's go facing me. We're gonna get in a push-up position. And he's gonna go arms parallel, and your normal push-up or bench stance, and he's just gonna retract the scapula and then go out of it. Then he's gonna do 3 reps there. And we'll just say he does 3. Let's just do 1 from now on. Now you're gonna go wide, like if you're going really wide bench, you do the same thing, just give me 1. And now you're gonna go narrow, just like we did with the pistol on the squat, 81 squats, and do 1 there. Now he's gonna stagger his hands in a regular push-up width. Same there, boom. He's gonna go out, and he's gonna go narrow with that stagger. And then we'll go reverse the stagger just to kind of clear everything up. Your normal bench or push-up width, you gotta stagger. We're about fingertip to that bottom of the palm. And good, we're gonna do 3 each rep. And then I'll let you stand up real quick, talk about this last one, kind of shake that out. Last one, we're gonna get back into push-up position. So go ahead and get in a push-up position. And we're gonna do, from push-up position, we're gonna go into a downward dog. So by doing this, he's really driving the ground away. So he's using his shoulders to get it. We're not letting the elbows turn in. We actually wanna keep some torque. So, righty-tighty, some torque out, and then lefty-loosey, create that torque, and then just come back to a push-up position. And then go again, push the ground away. And then just go as far as you have. Harry's exceptionally flexible and mobile, so he's gonna go a little further than most. And there you have it, that's today's virtual warm-up.
Welcome to week 1, day 1 of the virtual circuit. We wanna hit 3 critical components throughout the next 4 weeks of the virtual training system: isometric, banded, and finally dynamic. The intent is to make sure that the tissue stays ready or to improve the capacity to receive and deliver force. So we're gonna start now with Mr. Bobby Massey. We just need 3 things: a towel, basic house towel, rubber bands. If you have different intensities, great. If you don't, just go with what you have. So right now we're gonna get into the lower body portion of the circuit. So we're gonna start right now with the split squat iso hold. So what Bobby's gonna do is put that towel under that foot, and he's gonna pull as hard as he can, maintaining a good grip and making sure he's pulling the shoulder blades back and nice neutral spine. We're gonna hold this for X amount of time. You will see that coming up here shortly, but we're gonna just squeeze as hard as we possibly can. Now we're gonna take it into the band, and now take that same isometric or that static position and now add some movement to it. Here we go. And this will not be for time, it will be for reps. Here we go, on you. Banded split squat. Let's just do 5 right now for the sake of demonstration. Beautiful. And obviously you will do both legs. Now we get into the dynamic. Now let's keep it on going. Let's go dynamic. They got the idea. Here we go. Now we get dynamic. We're gonna start up top and drop into the split squat position. Good. Here we go. What Bobby's doing is making sure that he can absorb force. As we keep going throughout the next several weeks, we will increase the intensity. Good job, Bobby. Now we're gonna move into the upper body portion of the circuit. So we're gonna start down into a push-up position. Right now we don't need the band, but if you do have a little bit lighter intensity of a band, now's a good time to use it. We're gonna start with the iso hold, halfway down. We're gonna hold that for X amount of count. Now we're gonna get into the banded portion. Just take the band, a little bit of a twist to it, in between the hands, put it around the shoulders. Any day now, Bobby. Here we go. Good. And we're gonna press up. Here we go again. And we're gonna just keep driving. You can just think about pushing the earth away, no big deal. Here we go, nice job, Bob. Now we get rid of the band, now we get dynamic. We wanna keep the body ready to absorb force. We're gonna start up top, and we're gonna drop right into it. Boom. Let's do 2 more like that. Drop right into it, last one, drop right into it. Make sure that this is a dynamic action. You're not just sinking down into the push-up position. So what you've seen now is week 1, day 1 of our virtual circuit.
Welcome to today's virtual mobility. We're gonna have 3 particular movements that we're gonna use here. I have our model here. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get down on the ground and we're gonna focus on the ankles here. So to get down into a lunge position, this front foot, you wanna bring it back towards your core a little bit more. And all we're gonna do is have this athlete maintain a neutral spine while putting a weight on this up knee. That way we can get a little bit of dorsiflexion in that ankle. So just get down there, hold it for a little bit, about 10 seconds, hold it, right? You wanna make sure you're keeping the heel on the ground. After about 10 seconds, come out of it and just oscillate back and forth. Just get some ankle flexion. Make sure you hit the left leg, switch it up. Also, while we're doing this, make sure you're driving that big toe in the ground. That way, we're not collapsing this arch here. 10 seconds, come out of it, give me some oscillations. Good, open the ankle up a little bit, give you a little bit of flexion. Everybody needs ankle mobility. Next thing we're gonna do, the athlete's gonna stay right here, keep his hands on the ground. And all he's gonna do is extend his back leg, right? If you need to, pull it up a little bit because this stretch can be a little intense. All he's gonna do is he's going to extend his front knee while getting on the back toe, and you're gonna feel a stretch in that front hamstring. If you want a little bit more, if you want to take the intensity down a little bit, just bring that foot up a little bit in the back, right? If you need a little bit more intensity, take the foot back. So we're gonna give 10 pumps. 10 pumps, extending the front knee, get on the back toe. Good, and at the very end, just hold it for about 5 seconds, then switch it around, switch it around. Just loosen these hamstrings up. Low back may be a little tight. Stretching the hamstrings really helps that. We're not pulling on that low back. Good, for video purposes, just hold it. Good, so we got our ankles, we got our hamstrings. Last but not least, let's get a mobility for the shoulders, for the rib cage, open it up a little bit. So we're gonna have the athlete just get down on all fours in a bear crawl position. What we're gonna do, we call this threading the needle. So what he's gonna do is take that right arm, he's gonna reach it through underneath his armpit. He's gonna get down there and hold it. And what we're gonna focus on here is breathing. We're gonna take deep breath in, deep breath out. Every time we get a deep breath, because that's telling our brain, hey, we're okay in this position, and everything begins to open up. So after about 3 deep breaths, when I come out of it, reach high for the ceiling, go right back into it. 3 more deep breaths. Really take your time here, focus on what you're doing, allow your body to kind of relax, and every time you'll be able to get a little bit more depth in this threading the needle. Last one. Good, back into it. Good, we're only doing 3 reps here, but we want you to do 5 reps of this. Remember, 3 deep breaths. Take your time, big exhale, big inhale, and then obviously switch it to the left side. Give them one of those. Switch to the left, 3 deep breaths. Good, good. Now reach for the ceiling. Good, we're just gonna give you one of those. So that's your virtual mobility for today.